Hey guys, we are at the bar with Lady Hippy. Okay, that's still me. Entertainment purposes only. I'm going to be here all week, and I'm hysterically funny. You just have to catch on. Having one of those days. I call it a repeat Monday myself. I'm going to have a repeat Friday. What the hell? Robert and I both had separate places to go this morning, which is unusual for, well, me anyway, to have to do something. And not that I'm complaining. Well, maybe a little bit, little bit. In any event, I had to go to the VA today, and he had to go off with a friend to pick up a wrecker and go get a rig. That's one of the things his boss, his I should say his ex-boss, but Robert says he's retired. He's not. Good old Mike and he are just, so if Mike needs him, he's gonna be there above what I need. It's like I don't care. He's out of the house. Go stay the weekend. Go fishing. Here's my last 20. Get out. Tell me, ladies, are you as bad as I am? You are. You are. You are. Well, I really did not do politics because I hinted at I had to go to the VA, and he was helping his friend. And Robert is the only one they trust to work that wrecker to haul a semi back. They don't trust anybody but him. They go with him so they can drive the other part back. That in any event, there's some reason there. I'm not sure. I'm loving the retirement thing. You have to excuse me. I'm a bit of a mess. I had my appointment. It was for noon. I love the noon appointments. So, i.e., that means when the doctor gets through eating her lunch, and like the doctor, cute little thing, might weigh 99 pounds. She, what is it, 22, 23 years old? Yeah, nice girl. Anyway, Dr. Wu. We can't pronounce her real name. I could, but why bother? She told me to call her that, so what the hell? Why, whatever floats your boat. So I'm in the driveway. He's turned around and come back. And I hated to come back because I get in my car and it doesn't even go tin, tin, tin. It just goes click. And I'm like, oh God, no. And he had just put a new battery in my Chevy Cruze like a month or so ago. Man, those blooming things are not cheap. I was shocked at how much a Chevy battery basically was for my little runabout. And I call her Kit, like I have on several of my cars because they have the video displays, and you can do it. I don't. Robert always makes sure my phone works in there, and that's the only time I'll reach forward and snap. He's like, "It's on the steering wheel. It's on the steering wheel." I was like, "Yeah, but I can see it over here." That's driving crazy. Um, so I reached them at the clinic and let them know I don't think I'm going to make it because my car won't start. My husband's here now, and it didn't start for him, and so I'm vitally worried because he's almost 70, and I have never seen a car beat him, and he was just going to have to jump me off, is what we thought. So now I'm frightened for my car. So meanwhile, I have still like 25 minutes to get to the VA. I'm about 5.5 miles away. I could have done it. But when you get there at noon, you got to park back where the students are, back in the quadrangle. It's like a mile and a half. So if I got there at noon, and the way I walk, even at 1 o'clock before I got there, it's I knew to call because you have to be there 15 minutes early, and it's a possibility all of us veterans are early. It's just the way it is. So if there's somebody else in the waiting room already waiting for their 1 o'clock, or even their 12:30, it's basically every 30 minutes. But then they can be moved up and they can get the hell out of there because afternoons are such a crunch, and the early morning hours are too. Basically, up until noon, it's run. At noon, you can't find anybody. At 1:30, you might be able to find a few. By 3:30, it's a ghost town. You just find pharmacy. So here we go. I'm trying to explain to them and like, no, if this beat my husband, I'm not moving this car. And she was so sweet about it. I love the young lady that runs the desk up there for her. And she's my new doctor, but I've had her about 6, 8 months. And she's great. She's really pretty, little tiny thing, pregnant at 24. Sometimes you just want to reach out and slap somebody because they got. So of course, like, and Robert's going, "No, you can make it. You can make it." I'm like, "Oh, shut up," because I'm already determined to change the appointment. I don't like to do that right then, but I detest being late. And even like I said, even had he got her started, and he did eventually get her started, of course, but it was 20 till then, and that would have taken all the time I had to drive, let alone find a parking spot, get in, get to the floor. We're around another 2.5 miles through the building. I was like, nah, I don't have to do all that. I ain't that sick. Well, 12, 13 minutes since I am, but what the hell. So I'm waiting on my girl. My angel answers the phone, and she's a sweet young thing. And so is the doctor, I kid. And I let her know what's going on. Like, he's 70. If he says like it can't, if it doesn't start when he gets here, I'm not going anywhere in this car. And if it's God that's calling, he better have 3 IDs because I'm not moving this car. But she thinks I'm funny. And every time she hears my voice, she seems to recognize my voice every time I call. It's because it's always 1 to 10, 16, right? Yeah, that's me. So because we each have our little codes, so don't tell nobody that one. Probably shouldn't have done that myself, but what the hell? They're not going to find anything. They're just going to find one broke, pissed off woman. I dare you. Okay. So I did do one thing. I decided that after I went to the VA, which is, like I said, 5 miles away. So technically, I'd have been there about an hour because she's going to talk to me about the same points the nurse talked to me about. What's your pain level? It's good enough for me to hit you in the face. Okay, a 5. Let's put you on the scale. Let's put you on the roof and shove you off. Okay, she's 143. They think I'm funny. In any event, off we went, to the store. As I said, once I get through with this, I can go and grab what few groceries we need, and then when you get back, we'll be ready to roll. And so then I was worried I wouldn't make it to Walmart and back, and I was like, "Oh crap!" I mean, I could actually walk back from Walmart, but even walking back from Walmart, you're in that, like, heavy traffic. It's not like they got freaking sidewalks. I came from a place that had freaking sidewalks. Okay, these people have no sidewalks, so you're trying to figure out whether you want to walk next to the curb or stand over the bushes as you get to them, and I'm gonna start taking a machete. So even though he saved me, while he was saving me, bless him, isn't it beautiful? Whoops, wrong side. Robert bought me this just recently. Um, what a way to interrupt myself. I think I meant. In any event, off I go, because he's finished and he's been able to go. I've changed the appointment to next week. These guys, like I said, they know me. They know I would not do that, because there are other veterans who can use that slot. So that's why I was on the phone immediately saying, "Look, I'm not going to make it, at least not by this date, this term." So that there are veterans who are in the waiting room. They could step into my shoes. They can get out earlier. So I immediately called, and he's like, "No, you can make it. No, you can make it." I'm like, "Shut up." Don't say another damn word. And we all love our doctors. So I get to go next week on Tuesday. Woo-hoo. And I swept and swiffered and mopped and waxed, shampooed, vacuumed, dusted, chased cats around for a while. So I'm freaking tired today. And I even have my slip because I hadn't sent in 2 days of my BP. I have to send my BP in at least every 3 days, because I had high blood pressure. The last time I was sitting, I put this, this is how stubborn I am. I'm sitting there and I can read the BP, on the screen. And she's writing it down. Her eyes are like saucers. I said, It gets like this every time I come here. I've walked 4 miles just to get in here and sit down. You're immediately strapping me in. So yeah, it's going to be high, you know. She says, yeah, but we take two. So she runs out. She comes back, takes the second one. It's not much better. She says, we really need to go ahead and admit you. I said, no, you really need to go ahead and finish so you can go to lunch. I'll be fine. I will calm down. It'll be fine. And she said, okay. So this is the third time. It was the third time they tried to check me in over just a high BP. So in order to combat this, and I have several BP cuffs. I even have the old sphygmomanometer. That say that word fast, I dare you. I loved being a medical secretary, which is how I kind of scooted back from paramedic training and all that. Although I did love my firemen and still do, and my guys and girls in the blue, and my guys and girls in the green. I love my country. I do not like who's running it, if that's understood, because like they're not running it. I don't know who's pulling those strings, but Biden still needs a note to know which way to go to find the way out of that damn Oval Office. I mean, some of us can say that. I mean, I dare you, jump on here and tell me I'm wrong. Jump on, jump. Come on, girl up here, jump. Put them big pants on. Jump up here and tell me I'm wrong. You know I ain't wrong. Where's the rest of us? Are we really that all scared of the government? Because if we are, what about our grandkids? What about their kids? Our great grandkids? What's going on? Come out here and talk to me. Jump on live stream. Argue with me. Tell me I'm wrong. Hey, look up this, look up that. Do this, do that. Do your due diligence, and then come back and test me. Because I'm telling you, it ain't that great out there. I'm seeing, and I call them Karens too. They go into McDonald's and they say, hold the pickles, right? What do you think's going to happen? Anybody? Show hands. Yeah, dumbass is going to get a pickle. Somebody threw that shit on there just to piss her off. So, of course, there she goes. She got a pickle. She had to bite into it the first bite, too. You just can't make this up. So, when these people go to jail, wait. So she's up there screaming she wants her money back, and she's throwing napkins and things, and she's actually breaking equipment and stuff. I mean, it's like, it's a freaking hamburger, bitch. It's like $1.99. You could have got hamburger and just made 20. I mean, it's amazing what they trip out on. And even still, they called her no trespassing. A no trespass thing is what they call it. And so she has a warrant that says she cannot go back there for at least a year. And the Walmart ones and Targets are good too. That if you haven't watched them, and every one of them that they've caught, I am sorry to say, are either Hispanic. I've seen one white couple so far. They're Hispanic, and a couple have been of black origin. So, and the whites in there, just not as much. And they're not going to jail. All they got to do is get this ticket for misdemeanor. All the stuff came back, so they didn't lose it. They got them in the parking lot. That's not good enough for them. They got a gap in their face anyway. Honey, I had a pepper sprayed you, tased you 3 times, and thrown you in the back of that truck, fist in your pants still. And body cam and the web shit out of that. Man, I would have posted that to YouTube. I'm mean to these cops. Don't tell them 100 times. Get out of the car, get out of the car, get out of the car. Get out of the car, get out of the car. Yeah, turn it off, get out of the car. And they're on their phones going like this. Wait a minute, wait a minute. And they got these sticks that are just and break the windows. Don't you know I broke that window, tased her 3 times, pepper sprayed her, and drug her ass out that car on the second one? Number 3 is you're dead. That's it. You're done. Even so, it's still funny as hell. And I just found out about this. I see my mic is actually picking me up very well today. Yeah, there's one there. I still didn't get one heck of a lot of likes. Come on, guys. You guys know me. Throw some likes in there. Subscribe. I'm not that bad. Right? Throw some hints down here in the comments, guys. See who, if I mean, I don't even know what people would like to see. I don't know what you would like to hear from. Maybe a guest. I mean, there's all kinds of avenues open. This is social Woodstock. Let's jump on board this puppy. Let's do the love and peace thing. It's not like our government's doing it. One minute they're okay and they're behind Israel, and then the next second they're behind Israel, but don't kill these people. We're not killing those people. Hamas is killing these people. You can see it. The Hamas is starving these citizens because they're on top of the aid trucks with RPGs and AK-47. So the it's not the Israelis. It's not the IDF. And I can't get over the fact that people still do this. Oh my God. Can you think of sending a kid through Harvard and they're outside with a Palestinian flag on, setting the American flag on fire? Oh, and to beat my kid half to damn death. No, uh-uh. My son wouldn't be stupid enough to do such a thing. My son respects his country and would fight for his country, but that's not the point. Where the hell are these parents? The other thing I want to know is what the hell have they done to Princess Catherine? Or Duchess, as most say. She's the Duchess of Cambridge. Where is Catherine? Where is William's wife? What is going on here? I saw Princess Anne and Prince Edward land in a helicopter, throw some stuff somewhere, jump into an unmarked car, of course, and zip back out of there. What in the hell is going on? Where is Kate's family? Where's Pippa? Where's her mother? Where's her father? She's not been seen since freaking Christmas, guys. I don't care how you add that up. That's nearly 3 months that we haven't seen Catherine. And there's nothing coming from the White House's except she needs time to heal. And yet the family's coming in, and I'm like, what? I hope to God nothing has happened to Princess Catherine, because I don't think there'll be a big enough rock for William to hide under if that's the case. I hope not. If this young lady had the Queen's approval, and this Queen served literally until her last breath, just as did her namesake, Queen Elizabeth I. I admired this woman. I looked up to this woman. I would have done anything because this woman actually fought in World War II. She wasn't born just the queen. Yes, once her father passed on, the crown came to her. And by God, she worked it till her last breath. She never, ever disappointed her country. And she believed in Catherine. She believed that Catherine would be a suitable candidate to hold that crown, to make sure the throne stayed. So where in God's name is my Catherine? And yeah, she's actually, I think, more of a superstar than Princess Diana, who was later Lady Diana, and before it was Lady Diana. Now her brother, Earl Spencer, you couldn't pay me to talk to him, but still, the point being, where is Catherine? What's happened? I've heard medical comas. I've heard this. I've heard that. This is unprecedented in the royal family. It's just unprecedented. Now, you think about how long this family has ruled, and it's 800 some odd years. Okay, this family. And this is unprecedented. Where's Catherine? Even their citizens are screaming to produce Catherine, produce what's going on. You have to tell us. They haven't. Uh, oh, well, we got the 21-second commercial today. So back to where we were. Didn't have to do the VA. Ran to the grocery store, got all that stuff, came back. Then we touched on Catherine because I'm really upset about my Princess Catherine. I've never seen a lady with more class and honor and style and grace since Queen Elizabeth II. She'd have made Elizabeth proud, and she did. But I don't know. I don't know. It's like they're rallying the horses, circling the wagons. So I try not to think on that because they killed Diana. Everybody knows they killed Diana. Diana said a week before she died they were planning a car accident, so she'd be dead and he could remarry. A week later, she was in a car accident. She died and they married Camilla. I mean, that's not, it's not rocket science. You can look that up yourself. If there is something you want to see, you want to look up, tell me. We'll throw it in the comments. I'll do the live stream now. I got live stream right up here. I still need 1,000 guys. I'm going to need 1,000 subscribers, not just likes. Although likes go a long way to helping the channel. And once those things come through, once I have 1,000, then I will go ahead and set up a new station, a new channel to start the Patreon line. And I'm new at this, so forgive me if I'm trying to talk legibly. It's very difficult at my age, and still be informative, and I hope a little bit entertaining. Never sure about those, so we're gonna send some hearts up here because I like me. I love the Walmart thing. You put the screen and how do you want your receipt? Well, let me see. I want them to chew on it for a minute. So you just go print it. And the next question is rate your service here. And I'm like, I'm always a 5. I'm the untrained, unpaid cashier. I did damn good. Not one of y'all had to come over. Rate who? Really, rate who? You had to go get your own stuff. You had to pass it through. You had to bag it up, and you had to put it there and then pay for it and go out. So who are we supposed to brag on? 5, bitch, I'm good. And then one of those moods. Some of these people I would probably smack on sight. Sorry. Robert's mad at me about the shrewds. I'm going to have to cut back. No, I don't want to, but I agree that he's right. Huh. Oh. Mm. That's the good part of having a bar. That was 12-year-old scotch. I had a hard time today. You didn't buy that either, did you? In any event, I didn't see too much, like I said. I really could not watch this morning. I really didn't want to know what stupid excuse they had. Tom, get down, baby. Kids in the chair. Go over to the bed. No. I'm sorry. We have cats that we rescue. We have a lot of cats, both indoors and out. Now, Tommy, come here. Come here. Come on. So we always, they run us. They don't. Come on. Tom. It's not his idea, so he's not going for it. What happens if we don't listen? Huh? Tommy. Tommy. Tom, get down. All right. See, it's a cat thing. I don't know. So we got all the groceries. We're going out of Walmart. I kind of know it's the cute thing. They're so sweet there. The boys had come to see if I needed any help, but I was just getting a few things. They know I used to buy a lot in bulk for the cats. So I didn't have to do that because Robert had already taken care of that. So I had run out of creamer, milk, those kind of things. So I was just getting a few items, and I'm going out there going, we haven't seen you in 2 weeks. It was like, sometimes you just won't see me but once a month because my husband will be picking it up for him because he's out. And with gas the way it is, if you're out already and you got to go past it, you might as well stop and get it. And my Chevy Cruze, she's great on gas, but in 1 minute it's down to 289. The next second it's up to 356 or something. It was something. I can hear my allergies have kicked back in. Wonderful. Yep, can't breathe. Just checking. So I'm hoping that one of you will show up on live chat and say something. Let's see. My husband's busy. I'm busy today. I did get out of going to the VA, which is kudos for a week. Basically, I hate seeing my doctor. They weigh me and stuff. I don't like that. Although they're very sweet. I'm just kidding. They're very nice, very nice indeed. They always want to know where I got this sweater, or where I got this coat, or yeah, where did you get that ring? And I'm like, the ring is for 30 years ago. I couldn't tell you. What about the necklace? Christmas. How about the brooch? Last Christmas. My husband's smart. He knows if he buys me just a magnificent piece of jewelry, I'll leave him alone all year. He's good to go to my birthday and my anniversary. So for two, he's got Christmas he has to worry about, and my birthday and anniversary. And our birthdays are 3 days apart, and our anniversary is on his birthday. Long story there. So basically, he's good to go as long as I've got my crap by the day he turns on his birthday. I love it. I don't have to remember shit. I watched a little bit more Cat Williams and Shay Shay, their interview, which was great. I just adore Cat. That man has had some times. And there's some people that have not helped with that. I think the comedy community should be as one, just like I've been saying about social Woodstock. We're more formidable as many than we are as one. We're not formidable at all as one. We were close, guys. We were so close. We were that close. We were close. But then those hippies had to grow up, get jobs, and cut their hair. And then we have another generation, the Generation X or whatever they're calling the poor guys. But what do they do? This. This is what they do. Just at a Christmas gathering. My phone rings, I answer it. That's what I use my freaking phone for. It's a freaking phone. When you're in company in particular, you just. Now, my grandson, he knows me. I looked at him, I said, is that important? He said, no, Grandma. I'd have tackled him like I was a 49er on a bathroom break. I mean, give me that damn phone. Same with my son and daughter-in-law. I'll be looking at them. You need that call? Okay, we're good. Ma. I'm mean. I don't take that crap. You didn't have that fucker for like 30 years. You can live without it for 10 minutes. I mean, come on. If the phone rings, answer it. If it don't, leave it the hell alone. Look it up later. Yeah, I know y'all have high powered positions. I had high powered positions. I didn't have to carry one of them suckers. I had to carry, I think, a beaver once or twice, but come on. It's enough. When you're at home and you have guests, set the suckers down. Act like you need something to interact with your guests with. These damn things, I like them, but they always go out. I got the damn housework done yesterday. Today, I mean, just dance around until I'm tired. No, you don't want to see a 65-year-old nearly grandmother dancing while she's cleaning now. No, we think we look like we're a 21-year-old on, Belle of the Stars, but it's not really the one that, yeah. No, not that so much. Which is why we do this when no one's here. I actually don't have a lot to do because, like I said, I swept, sweepered, mopped, waxed, put everything back down, and I had vacuumed all those, washed rugs. So it's pretty much done. But I have cats. And so the next one you get up and go, okay, which one of you walked up and down the bar 5 times? And they're all looking at you like, what? Don't tell me animals don't know. They know. Suddenly they're all asleep. Kills me. It really kills me. Special shout out to folks who have been so kind to me. You have liked, you've subscribed. I mean, I know I'm just a mean old lady, aren't I? I really do want to see this work, though. I really do. I think that social Woodstock would be a voice that others might learn something from. Those others might just be our kids and grandkids. I mean, I love my grandson. He's 25. Yeah, he's 25 now. He had a birthday this month. And he knows I adore him. He's the sun and moon. But I also will smack the shit out of you if you get stupid. I don't care who you are. You tell folk. Grandma's mad, back off. But I miss having them next to me all the time, even though they all pitched in with this and 12-year-old age Scotch, which is helping me out a lot. I really got to say. I've been talking to you guys for 30 minutes, and unbeknownst to me, actually, unbeknownst to me, and I usually have tissue, but when needs must, one just grabs what one can. It's amazing I can drive to Walmart and back. I'm fine 1 minute, and the next minute I can't see and I can't, this is going on, which annoys me greatly. I'm just thankful that I'm not driving when this happens because I would have to just pull over in the next parking lot to address that situation because I'm not going to anyway drive, sight impaired. And yes, I put my glasses back on because I do see a little bit better this way. But since the double surgery, I've had some problems. I'm going to have to get back in that and trying to get other things started. So it's all been fun with all the bureaucracy we've had to go through to get this done. Like it surprised me. Mm-mm-mm. What was the other thing? Oh, I did see some interesting stuff yesterday on both Casper site and Nerve or Dark Ghost. You can find him on either one, and I like it. His name is Dennis. And they get some spooky crap. I'm telling you, I would have went in. You're in 5 feet of snow. It's going to be a blizzard for 3 days. You know you're not going anywhere. They go and they stay. They don't run. They're thrown around. They're held up. They're splayed with their limbs. And, and obviously what you can't see is something around their throat, holding them up. They don't run. I admire that greatly. Greatly. They don't give commands like I command you to speak to me or whatever. That's just so stupid. I'd do that too if I was a damn ghost and you told me you command me to do something. All right, puppy. Come here, cupcake. Let me teach you something. Like we called it respect. What the hell do you call it? I better put this out before somebody comes along and screams at me again. Luckily, I'm here alone at the time, but you just never know. These things go that way. I think that's shadowing me, or did I fall and not notice? I can't tell. It's like half my face looks bruised. Don't worry about it, guys. It'll be all right. Hit the like, hit the share, ring the bell, guys. It's free. Take it off in 20 seconds if you don't like it. You don't even have to watch it. But I really, 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 really need you guys. I do. I need you guys. Share it. Tell them, hey, you don't have to watch it. Just hit the like. The lady's loopy. I mean, what do you expect from a bar? I mean, I gotta be a little drunk if I'm at the bar. What's the point of having a bar? I've already done my driving for the day. My housekeeper work I got done yesterday. The house is clean, it's dusted, it's swept, it's mopped, it's done everything. I even waxed the floors. Laundry, all that's done. I could sit here and talk to you guys all day long. We don't really want to bore that many of you, but I'm just saying. It could be worse. Yes, I am still going to be here all week. I'm going to call someone when I post this to Facebook. Just get on there, like get on there. I have one young gentleman, Howard Clemens. Send a shout out to. He's an amazing gentleman, absolutely amazing. I love hearing from him. Love seeing he's doing all right. None of us are getting any younger, so I like seeing and hearing from him. He's a very elegant gentleman. We have we have so few of those. And it wouldn't matter if we trained him. I trained my son to be a young gentleman. To, to find the clothes alone, they can't do it, you know. If I'm going out, I put on the dress, I put on the hat, the gloves, you know, the whole 9 yards. Like just now, I came back in. I'm wearing, as you can see, I'm wearing black. I'm wearing blue pants. I'm wearing black strap-on shoes. I have a gray mantle coat with satin lining that goes just past the knees, a few feet. Well, I'd say half a foot. You know, with the black and gray scarf that comes down through it, it matches. Also, it has a brooch that matches this brooch. Yeah, that's just to go to the freaking mailbox. I see these people at Walmart that I keep thinking, how did you get in here? Because you couldn't do this when I was growing up. You had to have shirt, pants, all that stuff. Which, well, it was the 70s. Yeah, the streak was still up. I love that song. Sitting there on that sack of seeds. That's the other one I liked. They've been made, been made, they've made medical marijuana legal in some states. As long as you have a medication card that says you're dispensed marijuana. There have several catches to that. I meet the police. Love them up. I hate to hear the things that I'm hearing of calling them as first responders and killing them when they get there. That makes my blood boil. I'm going to come looking for them. But in any event, it does give them a few loopholes. They take advantage of those. You don't have your prescription? Okay, you need to step out of the car. Well, if a cop tells you to step out of your car, you're going to jail. And no ifs, ands, buts about. If the cop says get out your car, turn the shit off. You're going to jail. And for me anyway, I can't blame the police as far as I'm concerned because, like I said, first responders are being shot and killed. So I don't believe the police. You know, I don't blame the police in any event that they have to do what they do. And it's a shame. And it's not a shame on the police. It's a shame on the people, the citizens, that the police have to go to this kind of lengths to protect themselves and to protect the people they're trying to serve. It's horrific. If I have to sit through one more officer's funeral, I'm just going to give up, curl off into a ball, and not do this either. It's too much for God's sakes. It's enough. People going in, smashing and grabbing and stuff like this. I see these people doing that. And this is how stupid they think we are. These are the people that you're letting across the border. They're walking into Target. They're making, they fill up the buggy, which they walk out with $3,000 worth of shit. I'm talking TVs. It ain't. Because this their friend is going to pay for that behind them. And Target, Walmart are one of their biggest trips. They love that shit. Uh, I don't know. Texas have been told we can't get here. The police can't get here. We don't even have enough troops to get here. Arm yourselves. I go 4 miles, 2 miles up, 2 miles back, and I'm loaded for bear. I've got 3 different cases of ammo in my purse. My gun's loaded, and it's carried with me. Yeah, it sure, and it always will be. Well, I see those mothers get their kids out the back door. I'm going to be taking shots at the son of a bitch is going to kill them if somebody doesn't help them get out. In most places now at Walmart, there's an officer. And at first I thought, well, why do we have the police here? I thought maybe it was the call or whatever. Excuse me. That kind of hurt. I got two earrings on because I went out. Um, yeah, but that's not it. So, you don't have a choice anymore. If you have to protect yourself, you have to protect your family. And it may not just be your life that you save. It may be many other lives that you save. You may give up your life, but you'll have saved 20. And that's acceptable to me. If I'm in that store with my grandchildren or my children, and I can't even say that with a straight face, so they're middle 20s, middle 40s, I don't care. I don't care. I would die gladly to save every child in that restaurant. That's my job. That's what I was trained for. But there's a lot of you out there who are carrying, you don't have the permits, you don't have the training. Get your asses in there and sign up for that stuff. Leave that weapon alone until you do have that instruction, until you do have that license. And if you, God help you, have to pull that weapon, use it immediately. Don't sit there and yell, I got a gun, or sit there and wait to see if you have to fire it. Don't draw it until you know you have to fire it. And once your hands are on it, once it's in your grip, start firing. And my advice is a headshot, not from behind, from the front. And failing that, you can try to take out the back of the knee, the bottom of the ankle. This will immobilize them. But it's time that someone stood up and told my generation we're all for love and peace. God knows I am as well. But there's many in my crowd that are military veterans, as they called us, homegrown terrorists, little bastards. It just pisses me off what they do, stupid shit. But carry. I think in most counties it's $50, $75 to get your license, go through a program. You need to go through the program. You need to. And I reevaluate mine. So, I mean, yeah, you need to go through the programs. You need to target practice. Even though you've gone through all the vaccinations, you've got a license to carry, keep up your firing. If you stop your practices for firing, you won't be any good at it when you need to be. And you're going to need to be maybe at some point, which is why any of us should carry. And I've been pinned down and I didn't like it. And I couldn't help the family that I had to throw to the concrete to keep them alive and throw my own body over the top of them to keep them alive. And we were pinned down for, I mean, hours for the Battle of Flowers played. In the 70s, it was the 70s, but still, it taught me something. It taught me something. You can't, I mean, as a soldier, and by then I was literally a regular Army soldier. I was not a WAC. As a soldier, these people depend on us as much as they do police, and they should. It's what the National Guard is, what the reservists are. It's their defenses. When Katrina came by and they couldn't come by until 5 days later and start shoving water out, I was so mad. They had to keep using the extinguisher to put me out. That was so freaking bad. That shouldn't have taken 12 hours for us to respond to them. I mean, once the particular storm had gone, it shouldn't have taken less than 12 hours to start getting to these people. It took us 5.5 days, almost 6 days. Yeah? How long did it take them to go to Jamaica? Haiti? Yeah, not that long. Not that long at all. How many illegal aliens are in churches, schools, hotels? Tell your kids you got to go home and homeschool because we got this for the illegals. Have been, I don't even know how we reacted. Of course, now it's not in my hands. Thank God my grandson is 25 and a veteran. My granddaughter will be 12. And it's not my place to go and say anything because she has two wonderful parents who will take care of things. But God help them if they put my family in jail because they stood up to the school coordinator or the school whatever and said, "No, you cannot indoctrinate my kid this way," and was dragged out, handcuffed, and thrown in jail. God help them all. Yeah, people really kill me too. They go, "Oh, they can't get an attorney. They can't screw an attorney." Look at the hell up yourself. Read it, type it out, understand it, go back, read a few more things on it, type it out. You'll know the same thing the attorney knows. You don't have to have an attorney's license to practice law. You don't. I fired three of them at the cost of almost $6,000 to try to get my first divorce. I fired three of them. They were fucking charging me $600 a phone call. And that's when they called me. I said, "You're fired." And I get a different one. Same thing, fired. After the third one, I was like, "Screw this." I ran UTHSC at the nursing division. I mean, I even put in the computers, I hired staff, all of that to do gestational diabetes and put a book together that they could use to teach the other doctors, or well, coming up doctors. And we only had a certain amount, we had a limited time that we could do this. And I brought that puppy in 4 months early. I'll tell you what, got steak dinner of it. He got 3 million. Yeah, you can't make that shit up. But it's, I mean, yeah, you have to say here and no further. You have to say that, or you're a victim. And there's been a lot of victims lately, a whole lot of victims. I can't even think. I don't even want to wrap my mind around this because they're not being acknowledged. Uh, the young lady was killed at 23 years old by an immigrant, illegal. They got him in a hotel. He's done this before. They put him in the front door and they put him out the freaking back door. Now, if I'd have been that young lady's daddy or mommy, don't you know I'd have been in jail for the rest of my life because I'd have took that bastard out when he walked out. If I'd have had to follow him until he got out again, that man would have been a dead man walking. You know, I admit that's the way it would have been. And there would have probably been no bond. I didn't give a shit. That bastard wouldn't be breathing air either, anymore my child was. There's the justice system needs to be fucking overhauled so bad. When I saw the Fannie Willis case, what came out of it? What? So it's okay if you embezzle $1.5 million, and that's the low cost. But that's okay. We're just gonna get him. So you have to get him off your team to go after Trump. But you can stay as the DA. But the IRS is coming after the little guy because they forgot. Oh, it's $151 extra. When are we going to get tired? When are we going to stand up and say this isn't right? Are we really cowards? And I agree. We were fast trained old. We had our kids, we had our dogs and cats, and ran to work and ran to college to keep up with all this crap. But this stuff hasn't really technically changed in, I know, at least 15 years. So when do we use it and say, okay, it's time for us to get together and let them hear our voice? We won't be in a school where the police can drag us out because we said, you can't teach my kid the Quran. And that's what's happening. And when you send your kid to Harvard Law School, do you expect them to run around with a Palestinian flag tied on, burning the American flag? Well, I don't. I don't. And there's a lot of us out there. So everybody, lose your inhibitions and come out and see the hippie. Come out and talk to me. Let's show the world that there are still some of us out here that say, hey, here and no further. You've come here and no further. You can't keep doing this. To touch or emulate a flag used to be a penalty. These people are burning them, spitting on them. What? Don't do it for me. Just don't. It would not be a good day for you. I'm old. I have insurance. Screw you. I don't give a shit. When you have to step over a veteran who fought 2 wars for you so you can go into your illegal immigrant hotel room, may all of you have some type of karma hit you in the face for that. And I mean, not the immigrants, I mean the people who made this a law. I want the people who made it a law to give my unemployment money to somebody, but I've never gotten a penny of it back, but never was unemployed. Where's my money? You thieving little rotten sons of. It ain't just me. I'm just one. Maybe I'm the only one with balls around here. Grow a pair of people. Put your big boy pants on and come to my bar. I dare you to come to my bar and talk to me about these situations. I hear the thump, thump, thump of those black helicopters myself. Bring them on. I'm thirsty. I'm hungry. You guys can do lunch. I haven't had an MRE lately. What was the other thing I got? We got through there. We got through Catherine. Already. I've run up to my time. I don't know what to tell y'all. I cannot do this channel without you. And I will not do this channel without you. I want to give a great big thanks and a big, big hug to everybody who stayed with me so far. And those who have, subscribed and done all that, you're helping me so much. I'm still a few away from being in that 1,000. So if you know somebody, tickle the bell, subscribe is free. Like, please share. I will try to get most of them posted on Facebook. I don't get all of them. But if you see one, please share or like, helps the algorithms go up. And then I can keep the channel. And I didn't expect to be this great personality. Is that why I did this? Again, I wanted a social Woodstock. I wanted our age group to have a voice because we have all of this. We have this. I don't know when the world's going to change and we won't have it. But for right now, we do. Shot. If you hear the music, doing the margaritas. And every time I think I get up here and I think, oh, well, I don't have a thing to say. And I get up here and I just go, oh my goodness, my time is up. For any of you who've actually stuck this in, I'll have to find something special to give those who actually watched it. But I so need you guys. I love all of you. I really do. I can't thank you enough for helping me and for watching and subscribing. I need more of you. I'm still a few hundred lower than I need to be for 1,000. So give me a break. Cut me some slack. Cuss me if you want to. Just tickle the damn like bell, okay? I didn't say it was cute. I didn't say it was pretty. And I didn't say it was young. I just said I was pissed off about what's going on. Everywhere. You cannot turn your back on anything. Anything. It's all there and it's all so crazy. Kids are disappearing. Families are disappearing. The cops are getting killed. I don't even know this world anymore. And I was born and raised in Chicago. I'm an Army veteran. I'm a published writer. It's not like I haven't been around the world. It's that suddenly my own country doesn't seem to be recognizable to me. And that is just a little sad. It really is. In the meantime, hang in there. Kick some ass when you have to. Keep that bail money ready. I think my little finger went off, and it's probably my husband wanting to know if I spent any of his money. And yeah, I spent all of it. All right. Well, I can see my timer's close to my time ending, so please get back to me. I appreciate all of you, and I always will. And I will see you tomorrow. Toodles. Maybe.